The Shadow Over Bedtime by Chris Mendham, read by Steve Parker, with apologies to H.P. Lovecraft. As I lay on the precipice of another impotent sleep, that deep, satisfying, soul-rejuvenating sleep ever eluding me, I capture dread glimpses of truth. On the edge of mortal sight, I sensed the warped Stygian architecture of a poisoned city. Dark Titan monoliths, manic and neurotic, stab maliciously at the sky of twisted torment. And beyond, I see a strange consciousness, manifested in terrible vistas of latent horror, conjured from a dark and awful place. The shadows of vanished eons made sinister. This is no dream for a dream. Even one of nightmarish aspect would not madden so. I am gripped by damnable intensity and filled with chaotic sensations. All thought vanished by the pervading terror seeping into me with such bewildering fortitude I can hardly move. Frozen, I contemplate the invasion of my soul by denizens of that place into which we dare not look. And yet, compulsion would not allow us to look away, though the malignancy be like a tumor of implacable stone upon the pitiless worries of a sentient mind. From that inhuman place, far beyond such meaningless tropes as horror and terror, it began to uncoil. For time out of time it brooded upon unknowable thought, fearsomely archaic in its simple yet devastating veracity. How had the universe birthed such ambiguous and unprecedented monstrosities? It cares not for the whims of man and his petty trials and tribulations. It looks upon us with a transient eye, for we are but the ephemeral, a docile island of utter ignorance in the vast black seas of the universe. A chill is upon me, and madness threatens to cut what threads hold me to sanity. I hear it undulate with glistening revulsion. Seeping out all around me, dim tentacles are made flesh, their bloated corpulence stained with frightening and abnormal malignancy. I dare not look upon its countenance as it slowly slithers and rises up, dripping with vile black ooze, ready to consume me utterly and lay my soul barren to the winds of celestial indifference. Fevered mania takes hold as this unprecedented event overwhelms me, for I am but a 7-year-old child whose mind can take no more. A 7-year-old who shrieks in the everlasting night, cries out for hope, for his protector.
Mummy! Mummy!
And in a flash she is there, an angel of light, yawning and wiping the sleep from her loving blue eyes. Kindness and worry crease her brow as illumination shines upon the darkness.
"What is it, lovey?"
she whispers, her voice like gentle spring rain, quenching the fire that rages within me.
"Another bad dream?"
She calms my fevered brow with a cooling hand. Somehow, I find words, though my throat and mouth are parched beyond endurance.
There's something under the bed, Mummy.
I am not proud, for I whimpered. A soft smile lights up her countenance.
"Then let me scare it away."
Determination to do battle glints in her eyes. An unnatural fear grips hold of me as she leans over and lifts the valance. Leaning over beyond the precipice of the bed, she peers under. I expect unknowable terror to grip hold of her and pull her beyond mortal existence, my mind slowly cracking as the unendurable moments stretch out before me in an unending stream of horrors. I witness her flinch and grab at something. It has her! It has her! I want to scream to the ending of all things, but my fears are for naught. She rises back up, and for a moment I feel all is as it should be. Then I spy the dark shadow betwixt her hands. What can it be? From the harrowed pitch of my mind, I want to cry out, tell her to run, to flee, to save her fragile soul from devilish corpulence. What eldritch horror, what wanton malevolence is this before me? And then I see it for what it is. Tiddles, our cat, fur as black as night, eyes beset by mystery, for who among us knows the deep cunning and fortitude of a cat? Mother lays Tiddles on the bed beside me. Leaning over, she kisses me lightly on the forehead.
"Tiddles will protect you now, lovey."
One last squeeze of my hand, and Mother slowly tiptoes away, closing the door so a triangle of sacred light filters into my room from the landing. And then she is gone. Tiddles purrs in the half-light and I stroke his back. It brings no comfort, for there is no comfort in the dread bowers of the night. I sense the rich, dark treasure beyond the avarice of man, and unlike before, I do not fear it, for a change has come upon me this night. For how can a mind withstand the unrelenting power of the infinite, so dominant and complete? I have opened the door to the unbound, and it has responded with greedy obsession, slithering into our realm, hungry to consume. Its dark immensity lumbering into far-sightedness, tainting the air with its vile odor, intolerable and accursed. Its gibbous form stretches out across the world, enveloping all hope, prodigious claws gouging into the souls of humanity and rending them asunder. This is no contemplative invasion, but a monstrous menace bent on wholesale obliteration, damnably vivid and graphic in nature, vanquishing all the eons that have been and will be. A feint is upon me, and I am no longer able to describe the thing in all its horror. No language on earth exists to expound such eldritch, shrieking lunacy, making a mockery of all the matter in the universe. I rage with a blast of fear as madness feeds ravenously upon my soul. I cry out into the unfathomable depths, "God help me!" But God has forsaken this place. I grasp at the last tethers of hope and scream,
Mummy? Mummy!
and she runs to my aid once more.